I remember when I was in Washington, D.C., they lit the church on fire. I was standing in front of a police car where Antifa stood up the police car. The police officer was in great danger at the time. Things were on fire, and a guy with a spray paint can started coming to spray paint over the cop car while the cop was inside and being surrounded by Antifa. I remember that. I remember driving across this country and to Trump rallies and to meeting you and staying in your houses. I remember that. I remember when I was a kid seeing all these things go into place that are here now. I remember what we're watching now as America is in a state of decline. I remember hearing about the currency revaluation, and people call it the RV, but what's really happening is we're being reevaluated. The guy holding the camera right now is Todd Collins. Todd, how many people have you saved through your ministry you do during the week since this whole thing started?
About 800 people have given their life or recommitted their life to Christ in the last year and a half.
Did you hear that? I was baptized 2 summers ago by a friend I met on the road during my journeys. How many people on your team with 7K medals, Todd?
About 4,200.
Derek's got another 120 or so. And my point is, I'm pretty sure I'm being reevaluated, right? I'm reevaluating myself, and a lot of us are going through that. What's our relationship like with Jesus Christ and God Almighty? What's our relationship like with our family and our friends and our loved ones? I've been staying with people. I'm here with Derek, who's got his team in 7K. I'm speaking right now about 7K, and you go to rcjsilver.biz to find out more and make an appointment. I'm going to spend the next week or two or however long it takes to tell as many of you about it. I'm going to do the appointments myself. Because what I had 2 days ago was a little get-together out in the middle of nowhere, and 25 people showed up, and it was great to meet everybody, and we're all talking about the same things. And the main thing, besides our relationship with God and our own reevaluation, if we're going to wait on the currency, if we're going to wait on the government, all those systems are on a one-way track running to the crash, aren't they? They just poisoned Ohio. The water, you come on in. The water, the food, they crop dust us every day, for God's sake, right? So that's all still going on. All those systems are on the wrong way down the path that we're not on. So we've shifted and we've been shaken, and we are our own reevaluation. And so when I think of it for my own self, this last year or so, I've been broke more times than I can remember. But damn, I got my silver in the mail every month. That's for sure. And I've got my reduced healthcare. Todd, how much did you save on healthcare a month by switching your family?
Almost 700 less than we were paying before.
So one of the benefits of 7K is a Native American beneficial health insurance, not all the big, huge corporate conglomerates that screw you. So Todd and his family, $700 a month, that's real money. He's getting silver, that's real money. He's getting discounts at $5 and $10 discounts matter now. Yep. And there's hundreds of them. He just flew a round trip from Chicago to Little Rock for $170. That's cheap through the 7K Advantage discount program. And so my point on all this is, last night, I was sitting in the other room, and I heard Derek on a Zoom call, and I walked in. There's probably like 50 or 60 people on the Zoom. And we're talking about tears. We're talking about connection. We're talking about love. The systems as they are, the echo chambers, we are all being sectioned off. So if you want to get in a section, if you're going through reevaluation, you say, hey, I know that the bank I deal with now is only interested in my money. And if I don't pay them the money, they're going to come take my stuff. And they have big brick buildings because it's Freemason ran. We know that. So if you're interested in a different way, if you're interested in becoming part of these communities where I'm going to have more meetups, we're meeting up, they're having a gala, right? I want to get dressed up in a suit and dance with you and all of us and have a good time. They have conventions. It's exciting stuff. And so I spend $36 a week on it. When I have a little extra, I take a little more silver. You don't have to have a middleman. You don't have to have a financial advisor and all this other stuff. It's simple. Look at the silver right here. Right? This is what it looks like. This is a collection, Derek. I don't know what it's. I mean, dollars-wise, look, the fiat dollar is it's coming, right? So I'm just telling you. So I remember when Antifa burned down Washington, D.C. I remember being at the Trump rallies being like, what the heck is going on? I remember being depressed when they stole the election with Kerry Lake and Fetterman recently in Pennsylvania. I remember all these things. And so what I'm going to say is I'm going to remember building these Patriot teams through the systems we have, which, yes, it's Zoom. And, yes, it's online stuff a lot of times, which I personally don't love because I'm an go-getter guy. But that's what we're doing. And so if it interests you, if you say, hey, I want to build generational wealth, how do you think at Beverly Hills all those people live up in the hills? And it's generational wealth. If you want to create that, if you want to leave something behind, if you want to ensure your wealth, if you want a debit card, you can swipe against your precious holdings and not be part of the big bank system, along with a whole pinwheel of other true benefits. Join us. I can't wait to meet you guys this week. I'm setting up a computer here. I'm going to be doing the appointments myself with some help from Todd and Derek, who's a true professional. He's working now, Sunday. True professional. Just great guy to tell you about some of these benefits, tell you how you can get in. I spend $36 a week, you know, and that allows me to have to cry on Zoom, to let my emotions out, to feel safe with you guys. So that's what we're really doing. It's really happening. Todd's got thousands of people on his team. Derek's got, I think, a few hundred. I don't know how many I have, but a fair amount. So if you're interested, and what I'm saying makes sense to you, reevaluation. There's channels on the internet where people are waiting for the Just Sarah and a Sarah. Listen, we are the reevaluation. Right? I'm reevaluating myself. I was looking at old videos of myself when I was remembering all this stuff earlier. I'm dropping the F-bomb left and right. I was like, well, gosh, I don't do that like I used to. Because I've changed. So this is a great time of change. And what we need to do is join up in these different things that influencers are telling you about and build back America to be great for our kids. That's why I'm doing all of this. So that's it, guys. Sunday afternoon. That's the latest with me. I'm going to do a few more of these, but God bless you. I hope you have a great weekend. I know the Brendan Circus Daytona 500 is on today where they're driving around circles. So stop spinning in circles. Make a change. Go to rcjsilver.biz and join us. And I'm going to be doing the calls myself. So if you just make an appointment, find out. You can have an hour conversation with me and Derek, and you'll see what we're talking about. That's the latest. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Come look. Mary, Derek's wife, has prepared garlic bread and a whole bunch of pasta, more than we're going to eat, and beautiful salad and some pasta sauce. So that's what we're doing, right? That's what we want you to be doing. We're joining together, banding together. That's the latest. Hope everyone's having a great weekend.